Hi all, welcome back to another exciting session of SQL for Beginner series. Today we have got a fantastic topic lined up for you, and we will be diving deep into the numerical functions in SQL and explore essential functions like round, ABS, ceiling, floor, log, log10, power, SQRT and sign. But prior to start our discussion, let's delve into the Superstore dataset by examining the top 10 records to get a sense of its structure. Select top 10 star from Superstore. Now let's run the code and see how our data looks like. Here you can observe that we have categorical columns like order underscore ID and customer underscore name, alongside date related columns including ship underscore date and order underscore date, as well as numerical columns like sales and profit, among others. Let's kick things off with the round function. This nifty function allows us to round numerical values to a specified number of decimal places. Let's see it in action. Select customer underscore ID, customer underscore name. I will put up here the original sales variable. And now I'm going to call the round function, and I'm saying I do not need any decimals. So I'll put up here 0 and create a new variable called round underscore sales from Superstore. And now let's run our code and see whether we have created the new variable successfully or not. And you can see here we have successfully created a new variable round underscore sales using the round function. And you can see we do not have any decimal places here, and it has rounded up to the next higher value. So 723.92, the next higher value is 724. Whereas if it is less than 0.5, it will round up to the next below value. So from 619.152, it is showing us the value of 619, and this is how one can use a round function in SQL. Next up, we have ABS function, which stands for absolute value. ABS returns the absolute value of a number, which is essentially its distance from 0, irrespective of whether it's positive or negative. Let's see how we can use ABS function in SQL. Select customer underscore ID, customer underscore name. We will use profit variable because it has negative values. And now let's use ABS function with profit variable, and let us call as ABS underscore profit. And now let's call our Superstore dataset and run the code. And here you can see the new variable ABS underscore profit, all the values are positive, even though in the existing variable or the original variable we have some negative values. For example, in the first record we have minus 81.441. Now it has been converted to 81.441, and this is how you can use ABS function in SQL. Now let's talk about ceiling and floor function in SQL. Ceiling rounds a number up to the nearest integer, while floor rounds it down. Let's see how we can use ceiling and floor function. Let me copy and paste the code, and here what I'll do is I'll call the ceiling function, ceiling. And let me change the variable name, ceil underscore profit, and I will call floor function on profit variable and name it as floor underscore profit. And now let's run the code. And you can see here we have successfully created ceil underscore profit variable as well as floor underscore profit variable, and you can see the difference between the two functions. For example, on the first record, when we have minus 81.441 value, by using the ceil function, it has converted to -81. Whereas for floor underscore profit variable, it has converted to -82. Moving on, we have got the log and log10 functions. These are used to calculate the logarithms. Log computes a natural logarithm, while log10 computes the base 10 logarithm of a number. Let me paste the above code which we have used for ceiling and ceiling and floor, and I will change the function as well as the variable name, and for floor I will call log10. And remember one thing, log basically works only on the positive numbers, so just be careful with that. So sales does not have any negative number for usual reasons, it cannot be negative. But we have seen that in profit we have negative values, and that's why I have changed the variable from you can say from profit to sales. And now let's run the code. And you can see here, by using the log and log10 functions, we are able to change the sales value. Let me change here also so that you can see the difference. So you can see here we have successfully created log underscore sales variable and log10 underscore sales variable. And log10 is, as I had mentioned earlier, it computes the base 10 logarithm of a number, whereas log computes the natural logarithm of a number. Need to calculate the power of a number? The power function in SQL is your go-to function. It raises a number to a specified power. Let us copy and paste our previous code, and now let's use power function here, and we wanted to see the cube of sales, power underscore sales underscore cube. So I have used a power function here, and here I have mentioned that what should be whether I want to have the square of a number or the cube of a number. So here I want to have a cube of a number for each sales value, and that is why I'm using 3. Now let's run the code, and you can see here we have got the cube of a number. Another handy numerical function is SQRT, short for square root. It is used to find the square root of a number. Let me paste the previous code, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace power with SQRT and SQRT underscore sales, and let's run the code. And you can see here we have calculated the square root of sales by using the SQRT function. Last but not the least, we have the sign function. It returns the sign of a number, which is -1 for negative numbers, 0 for 0, and 1 for positive number. Let us copy and paste the previous code, and here I'm going to use sign, and I'm going to replace sales with profit, because positive has profit has both positive and negative values, so that you can see how we can use sign function effectively. Now let's run the code. And you can see here for first 2 records, since they are negative, it is -1. However, the next 7 records are positive, and it is giving us the value of 1. And there you have it, folks. We have explored these powerful numerical functions in SQL, from rounding to absolute values, logarithms, power, and more. These functions can be incredibly handy in various real-world scenarios, so make sure to add them to your SQL toolkit. If you have any questions or topics you would like us to cover in future videos, leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in to the SQL for Beginners series. Until next time, happy querying. Have a good day.